Hello everyone and welcome to the Daily Morning Podcast. So let's first discuss how Indian markets closed yesterday. Yesterday Indian benchmark indices ended on a negative note despite of favorable global cues in the morning, as weakness was witnessed in PSU banking and NBFC stocks after RBI's move to enhance the provisioning requirements in infrastructure lending, which led to steep falls in the PSU bank and select NBFC stocks. While Sensex ended with a marginal gain of 17 points to close higher by about 0.02%. Nifty 50 index closed with gains of 0.2% yesterday. The market breadth was poor as mid or small cap indices underperformed the frontline indices. While Nifty mid cap 100 closed with loss of 0.54%, Nifty small cap 100 was down 1.5% in yesterday's close. Talking about the top 5 gainers and losers of Nifty 50, then top 5 gainers yesterday were Britannia, Kotak Mahindra Bank, TCS, HUL and M&M, while top 5 losers were Titan, Adani Enterprises, Coal India, BPCL and SBI Bank. On the sectoral performance on BSE Realty Index gained the most with gains of 2.7% after Godrej Properties gave strong outlook for FY25. Followed by BSE IT, which was up by 0.7%, BSE Healthcare was up by 0.5%, and BSE FMCG and auto indices also closed on a positive note. However, on the weaker side, BSE Services Index was down by close to 2%, that is 1.95%. BSE Power Index was down by 1.3%, followed by BSE Telecommunication, which was down by 0.9%. BSE Metal Index was down by 0.8% and BSE Financial Services Index was down by 0.6% on BSE. On the market breadth front, there were about 1,294 stocks that witnessed advanced, and against that 2,628 stocks witnessed decline. Also, there were about 140 stocks that scaled 52-week highs, which included names like ABB, Grasim, Hindustan Motors, Just Engineering, Siemens India, Zomato, V-Guard Industries, etc. And about 21 stocks made 52-week lows, which included names like Z Entertainment, Green Panel Industries, JNK India, etc. On the fund flow side, FIs remained net sellers yesterday also with net sell figure of 2,169 crores, and DIS continued their net buying momentum with a net buying figure of 781 crores in cash market yesterday. Now taking a look into the global market cues for today's trade. Firstly, talking about the US market cues. So the US benchmark indices overnight have ended higher for fourth session in a row amid favorable development on geopolitical front, as news reports suggested that Hamas has accepted the Egyptian-Qatari ceasefire proposal. Also, built up of rate cut expectations post job reports data has also lifted the sentiments in US market, as a lot of people are now expecting higher chances of rate cut to happen in September MPC meeting. The Asian markets are also currently trading higher, and that can mean a flat to positive opening for our market in today's trade. Moving on to the results announced by few companies yesterday. First one is Lupin. Lupin's consolidated revenue has grown 11.9% year on year at rupees 4,961 crores. EBITDA has gone up by 72.5% year on year. EBITDA margin is also up 705 basis points year on year at 20.1%. Net profit has marginally increased by 0.8% year on year at rupees 439 crores. Also, the board has recommended a dividend of rupees 8 per share. So overall, decent set of numbers from Lupin, and the stock reaction of the result can be neutral. Gujarat Gas also announced its March quarter numbers. The revenue of the company has gone up 5.1% quarter on quarter. EBITDA has increased 47.5% sequentially. Margin is also up 409 basis points quarter on quarter at 14.3%. Net profit is up 85.7% quarter on quarter at rupees 410 crores. There was also an exceptional income of rupees 55.7 crores. But overall, Gujarat Gas has reported positive set of numbers. Gujarat Fluorochem also declared its numbers yesterday. The revenue of the company is down 23% year on year at rupees 1,133 crores. EBITDA is also down by 55.5% at rupees 229 crores. Margins have contracted to 20.2% from 35% in the corresponding quarter of last year. Net profit has also fallen down 70% year on year at rupees 101 crores. So the numbers are not quite good from Gujarat Fluorochem. DCM Shriram's revenue has declined 11.2% year on year. EBITDA and net profit are also down by 23.4% and 36.9% year on year respectively. EBITDA margin has declined 167 basis points year on year at 11.1%. So overall weak numbers from DCM Shriram. Yesterday, Marico also declared its March quarter numbers. The consolidated revenue, EBITDA and PAT of the company grew by 1.7%, 12.5% and 4.9% year on year respectively. Gross and EBITDA margins of the company grew 417 basis points and 186 basis points year on year to 51.6% and 19.4% respectively. So domestic volumes of the company grew 3% year on year, while international business grew 10% in CC terms. So overall, the numbers are in line with estimates, and the demand environment remained similar to the previous quarters. Also, the company has taken initiatives to grow its distribution reach, which will help to grow its core categories over the next 2 to 3 years. So the results were positive from Marico. Arvind Smart Spaces, the real estate development company, also declared its numbers. The company's consolidated net profit stood at 19.5 crores for the March quarter, increasing 86.1% year on year. Revenue grew 26.6% year on year to rupees 117.4 crores, with bookings increasing by 32% year on year to rupees 323 crores, and collections also recording a growth of 14% year on year at rupees 215 crores. Muthoot Microfinance net profit has stood at 119.8 crores for the March quarter, growing 26.7% year on year. Net interest income has increased 47% year on year to rupees 400 crores for the March quarter, with a net interest margin expansion of 65 basis points year on year at 13.52%. The pre-provisioning operating profit of the company has jumped 62.7% year on year at rupees 244 crores for the March quarter. So overall, decent set of numbers from Muthoot Microfinance. Some other companies which will be declaring their March quarter results today are Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, JSW Energy, Pidilite Industries, SRF, PB Fintech, United Breweries, Voltas, IRB Infrastructure Developer, Credit Access Grameen, Sonata Software, Kajaria Ceramics, KEC International, Jupiter Wagons, Navin Fluorine, and many companies will declare their numbers in today's trade. So one can watch out for these stocks also today. Now, some other companies which are also in focus due to the news are LTI Mindtree. The IT services company has received a tax demand order of rupees 155.7 crores from the Department of GST. This is for the financial year 19, this is marginally negative for LTI Mindtree. Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank has increased lending rates by 10 to 15 basis points across 10 years with effect from 7 May. So that will be positive for Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank in short term. Drone Destination has signed an agreement with cooperative major IFFCO for spraying agricultural products on up to 30 lakh acres of farmland. According to the company sources, under the agreement, Drone Destination could get paid in the range of 400 to 800 rupees per acre at the prevailing market rates. And that implies that the deal will fetch a revenue of about 120 crore rupees in the lower price band and up to 240 crore rupees in the upper price band. So overall, the development is positive for Drone Destination in short to medium term. HPCL board will consider a proposal for the recommendation of bonus equity shares along with fourth quarter and FY24 results on 9th of May. So HPCL can also be in focus. The digital engineering and cloud transformation company, that is Mastech, has said that its Iconics portfolio will enable generative AI-led innovation across industries. Iconics currently offers over 120 AI assets, 4 AI platforms, and solution blueprints tailored to meet industry-specific business use cases. So this is positive for Mastech in medium term. Wipro has collaborated with Microsoft to launch a suite of generative AI-powered virtual assistants for financial services. So positive for the company. Tube Investments will subscribe shares aggregating to 580 crores of TI Clean Mobility. So neutral to positive for Tube Investments. Orient Electric has commenced commercial production from its greenfield manufacturing plant in Hyderabad in Telangana. So positive for the company in medium term. Also, on the corporate action side, today is the X or record date of dividend for HCL Technologies and Oracle Financial Services Software. So these were the key market data points to focus on in today's trade. This was all about the daily morning podcast. Thank you everyone for listening.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.